Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Huge thanks to if you are a subscriber on my channel. I finally got over 7k, which is amazing. Actually, because when I first started the channel, when I first got some endorsement, and I thought I might as well just make a YouTube channel, and that's how it all started. Anyway, right from the beginning. And I always had like a goal of 10k, and my YouTube friends, you know, my other YouTube friends that I know that do this, say that when you get over 10k, 15k and then 20k come really quickly, but 10k has always been a goal of mine, and I've always said that once I get to 10k I'll be happy, you know. So that's that. Thank you very much. We've got an item over here to unbox in this video. This has been here about 7 days now, so it's long overdue an unboxing, but there's been that much gear coming in. Black Star Amplification sent me this HD100 Mark III here that I needed to get on with really quick because I got it about a day after it had already been launched, so that kind of took priority a bit. But yeah, I'm a bit behind with the unboxings and showing you the new gear that's coming on the channel. I'm going to talk about some new gear that's coming to the channel very soon that I'm very excited about later in the video. I'm also going to unbox that box, and I'm also going to talk about the Jackson Virtuoso American Series guitar, which I talked about in a previous video and said to you guys I would ask for one to get on the channel to demo because I got that many questions about that guitar. Okay guys, so first of all, let's talk about the Jackson Virtuoso. It's actually a complete fluke. I've just looked over there, there's a mirror there. I've just realised that I've got a Jackson t-shirt on. I was just wearing this anyway. But yeah, so basically this channel, I started this channel because I got a Jackson Guitars endorsement when I was in a band, which led to the EVH endorsement because they're both under Fender UK, excuse me. And basically I started the channel just to answer questions because I was getting that many questions on Facebook. I didn't realise how fanboyish Jackson guitars were, and I was getting a lot of questions about guitars, and I thought, well, I'll just make videos about them. Then I got in touch with Jackson and said, look, I'm doing this channel, it's kind of based mainly around your gear, so can you send me some gear to demo? And they did, and I think for about a year, it got to the point where like every 6 weeks I was getting a new guitar for you guys and showing you and then sending it back and getting another, and it was pretty quick moving, it was great, and I built up this amazing relationship with Fender UK, with Jackson guitars, EVH amps, EVH guitars, and everything was great. And then I ordered the EVH Iconic, I don't know if you guys can remember, and I kept saying it, you know, I was going to basically get the first one in the UK. And I was probably the first person to order it via my endorsement, and I ordered it, and then something went on at Fender, which I might talk about in another video. I don't know whether I'm quite ready to talk about it yet or whether I should talk about it, but basically everything changed at Fender UK, and that amp never turned up, and it was only maybe 8 months ago when I just mentioned, look, I've not got an Iconic yet. I did kind of order it ages ago through my endorsement and to demo on the YouTube channel, and the conversation kind of fell flat, you know, for whatever reason. I don't know, because I don't know what's going on the other end, but it fell flat. Anyhow, I've not had a guitar on the channel for a hell of a long time. I have had plenty of Schecters on the channel. I've had some Chapmans on the channel, but Jackson have not sent me anything now for quite a while, actually. So I thought, you know, I'm going to reach out again, because production with guitars, a lot of brands are stuck for products, you know, because they need to sell everything they can because production with the whole COVID thing got behind. So I totally understand why some brands don't have available stock to send out to demo and review. They only have a limited amount. So I kind of didn't pester too much, but then I saw the Jackson American Series Virtuoso and it looked absolutely amazing. So I emailed Jackson Guitars as promised on this channel, said, look, this looks fantastic, this guitar. I've already got like 3 dinkies, so you know, it makes sense, you know, for me to get on the channel. Had a few questions about it. In fact, I woke up basically when that when the Virtuoso had been launched, and there was tons of questions like, is it any good? And I can't say it's any good. I mean, I'm sure it will be. And I've not heard anything bad. I've only heard absolutely amazing things about that guitar. So I thought, well, I'll try and get one on the channel. So I basically emailed Jackson Guitars. I don't know how long ago it was, maybe a week and a half, something like that. I've not heard anything back, basically. So the update on the Jackson Virtuoso guitars are that there isn't one, because there's no answer, okay, for me at Jackson Guitars, which I don't really know where that leaves me, if I'm honest, but it's been kind of like that a while now, me not being able to get in touch or getting an answer or a straight answer for anything. So yeah, that's the situation with Jackson guitars. It's a pretty sad one for me personally, if I'm honest. I might talk about it a bit more in a later video. I don't know yet, because my channel doesn't really do the whole gossipy, you know, whiny YouTube thing. It's not really that's not what the channel's for. The channel's for showing you gear. So I may or may not talk a bit more about it, but at the moment, as it stands, I've emailed Jackson Guitars. I've asked them for an American series Virtuoso just to demo, you know, show you guys it and send it back. But I've had no response, which is not uncommon anymore. Okay, right, moving on. The good news is that the first ever ESP is coming to the channel, and I am massively excited about it. It's going to be at the lower price point end, which is great, because ESP, their lower price LTD range, is really good quality. I've played a few of them before, and you kind of wonder, because it's that good a quality, how is it worth going to the 1000 series, basically. You know, going up there to the £1,000 mark from the 500, £600-700 mark. Is it worth it? Because the guitars that are at the lower price point are that good. But anyway, the point is, within the next few days, there will be an ESP arriving for me to demo and show you guys. Can't wait. I'm super excited. I've been wanting to work with them for quite a while and get some of their guitars on the channel. And what I will say is, this has been quite a long time coming. It's been in the works for about 12 months now. But you just got to get hold of the products, you know, the demo products, because like I said, all brands have limited demo products these days. So yeah, super excited about that. Cannot wait to get an ESP on the channel. Hopefully it will be the first of many. Some of you guys have been asking about the Sonicake interface that I unboxed a while ago, whether it was any good. For me, I used it on a couple of demos. The last demo I used it on was the ML SoundLab block letter plugin demo. So if you guys go listen to that, I mean, to me, it's an interface. It does its job. It does it as well as, say, like a Focusrite Solo, because that's the kind of bracket that it's in, you know, the lower end, smaller budget Focusrite interface. It does the same. Okay, I can't tell any difference. It just does the same. It just looks a bit different, you know. So yeah, I'm getting on fine with that. So that's my review for that. Yeah, can't tell any difference from that from any other interface that I've ever had, to be honest. So now we're going to unbox this package here, which I actually like. It's not really a mystery, because I know exactly what it is. Well, I think I do. This package actually went to the wrong place, which is scary, because it's not cheap. It's not a cheap. It's not a cheap item.
I have to go in the other end. One end. It's like customs or something. It's taped up a million times. I can't do anywhere, so I'm going in here.
Right, I'm in. I've ruined the box, but I'm into it. Oh. Yes. Right. So now I'm super excited about what is in this box, and I'll tell you why. Not because it is the brand new Mooer Prime P2. Do you remember the Prime P1 I had on the channel? I was massively impressed by the tones coming out of it. It sounded great. For me, it was the best sounding, most advanced Mooer product yet. I really, really liked it. I didn't get a chance to use it that much, and the reason for that is because I had a lot of multi-effects processors get sent to me to demo, and for quickness I used them rather than the P1, because of the app and everything, and because it didn't have a, you know, I couldn't just switch between one tone and another. The good news is that is the Prime P2, but the good news is, and what I'm really excited about, is that Mooer have actually sent me an F4 foot switch to use with the P2, which could completely change everything, because I've got all these multi-effects processors on the channel at the moment. There's a few of them. There's the Donner Arena 2000, the Matribox 2 by Sonicake, the Ampero Mini, all absolutely great for the money. Then you look at this and you think, right, the Mooer Prime P2, what would stop me using that as regular as a multi-effects processor? And it would be the fact that I can't switch it. But Mooer have sent an F4 foot switch, which will enable me to do that. The question is, will that make me lean towards the Mooer Prime P2 rather than the others? That is the question, and that's something that I've always wondered. So that's really interesting. I'm massively excited about that. And I can't wait to show you guys what this thing is capable of. It's quite a complex product. That's obviously the USB-C cable, manual. I'm just going to go through this quickly. It's quite a complex product, is the Mooer Prime stuff. You know, you can do a hell of a lot with it, basically. So that's the foot switch there. It's got basically a power on off, and then you've got your USB connection there. First time I've actually seen one in the flesh, but it will be nice to use one and operate this thing like a multi-effects unit, which is what it should be like. So let's get on with the Mooer Prime P2. It's completely different now. The Mooer Prime P1 looked like an iPod, an old iPod kind of look to it with a circle where you could navigate around. The Prime P2 looks similar, but it's way more futuristic. You know, I think it's got a touch screen actually. I've purposely tried to not listen to any demos or see anything of it. Oh, it looks nice. It's like an old, it's like an MP3 player, but a bit bigger. So basically that's what it looks like. I don't know if you can see that. I think that there, yeah, that's a touch screen. So a lot of people had a bit of bother with the original, the way you switched things over, the control. I didn't with mine personally. But yeah, they've changed that to a touch screen, which is really interesting, or at least I think they have. You've got a MIDI input there. You've also got obviously that will go out to the foot switch there, that USB there. You've got on the top headphones and an input and an output, so it's pretty simple. But yeah, will be really interesting to see what tones I get from this. Can't wait to hook it all up and get it all fired up. It will be a while before I do that because it's quite a complex piece of gear. Is this one, but I can't wait to demo it for you guys. And for those of you interested, there is a Mooer Prime P1 and P2 group on Facebook. That is my group. I'm actually the admin of it. I can't spend as much time in there as I'd like to because obviously I'm doing all this YouTube stuff. I'll put my demos in there, and please guys, if you own one of these or buy one of these, then go in there, join the group. There's lots of people in there that know a hell of a lot more about the Mooer Prime stuff than I do, that will help you out with any bugs, issues or anything like that. It's a really cool, you know, little group, little page on Facebook, little group, sorry. Yeah, it's only about 800-ish in there, something like that, but it's a pretty cool little group, and I'm sure you guys will find it useful. And YouTube videos are more than welcome. Every kind of thing you post is totally welcome on there, as long as it's not abusive, and of course as long as it involves the Mooer Prime P1 or P2. So yeah, that's it. I can't wait to get on with this, guys. Quick recap. I can't get a Jackson Virtuoso America Series by the looks of it. I'm extremely sorry about that. EVH Iconic, same with that. Been promising it years. I can't get hold of one. They're not sending me one. I can't do anything about it. It's kind of out of my hands. The only reason I'm telling you this is because a lot of my subscribers or watchers of the channel or whatever, like, are here for Jackson guitars and EVH, and I think it's not fair for me to keep going, oh, I'll try and get one, and just, you know, getting all these messages about new gear, and then me just kind of going quiet. But the reason I'm going quiet is because they've gone quiet on me. I can't do anything about it. So that's that. Anyhow, so yeah, Mooer Prime P1 and Mooer Prime P2 we will be looking at and demoing. Cannot wait to get some ESP guitars on the channel. Super excited about that. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you all very, very soon.